Since 1996, he's had 7 head coaches. 7. That's more coaches than playoff victories in the last 28 years. He's got 5 playoff victories. That's 7 head coaches. How the hell are you a great GM and you got more head coaches than playoff victories? And it hasn't, not only have you not won a Super Bowl, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. Not only have you not had an NFC championship, won an NFC championship game appearance, you haven't been to one in 28 years. The results define your success.
Let's go. Love it when Stephen A. Smith goes off on Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. This is Sports Guy Talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Stephen A. Smith ripping Jerry Jones for being an embarrassing failure. Remember, the Cowboys have only won 5 playoff games since 1996. However, Jerry Jones is still the de facto GM of the Dallas Cowboys. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Will the Cowboys ever win another Super Bowl in the Jerry Jones era? I'm going to say no to that. In fact, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the Cowboys will never even appear in another NFC Championship game with Jerry Jones as their owner and general manager. What are the Dallas Cowboys known for? Being an accident waiting to happen, and the Cowboys always find a way to choke come playoff time. Now, I will give Jerry Jones credit in terms of being able to build a huge brand for the Dallas Cowboys and being able to make the Cowboys America's team. Who's the most popular franchise in the NFL right now? The Dallas Cowboys. It's the Dallas Cowboys, and then it's everybody else. You look at how the Cowboys are America's team, even though the Cowboys have not necessarily won championships or even appeared in championship games, they are one of the most popular teams in the entire nation. And the reason for that is most people have an opinion on the Cowboys. Whether you like, love, or hate the Cowboys, everybody has something to say about the Cowboys. And obviously, the Dallas Cowboys are one of the most marketable brands in all of sports. However, what Stephen A. Smith is getting on Jerry Jones is his inability to win come playoff time. For whatever reason, year after year after year, the Cowboys have fallen short all the time. And at some point, Jerry Jones has to be held accountable for the Cowboys' shortcomings. You can't keep blaming the quarterback. You can't keep blaming the head coach. You can't keep blaming your star players. At some point, it has to come back to the owner, because what is the common denominator since 1996? Jerry Jones. Obviously, the Cowboys have had countless head coaches, countless quarterbacks, countless star players, and for the Cowboys to keep falling short in the NFL playoffs, that is an ownership problem. And Jerry Jones can never get himself over the top because he refuses to change his style of building a franchise. What is Jerry Jones known for? Building through the draft, which is a fine approach. However, the Dallas Cowboys have to realize that, hey, you have to pay up outside talent in order to contend for championships. You have to spend money in the offseason on outside talent. You can't just develop homegrown talent and call it a day. No, the Dallas Cowboys have got to go out there and get real talent. When they had a chance to get Derrick Henry this past offseason, what did they do? They decided to do nothing and sit on their hands. They decided that re-signing Ezekiel Elliot would be a better idea rather than signing Derrick Henry in free agency. You look at how the Dallas Cowboys also took a long time to get the CeeDee Lamb deal done, which is not necessarily the best idea out there. If you're going to pay CeeDee Lamb, then why wait? But the Dallas Cowboys got the deal done. I got to give Jerry Jones credit on that part. But for the most part, the Dallas Cowboys are a flawed organization, and Stephen A. knows it. That's why he went off on the Dallas Cowboys yesterday on First Take. Roll the film.
You can't go on and say, oh, you know what? I mean, I picked these guys and look at them. They made the roster. They actually made a contribution. They can play. No, that's not how you measure success. You measure success by the bottom line. Listen, since 1996, the Dallas Cowboys franchise, their valuation has escalated by $9.3 billion. Okay, so you know how, so guess what? That's a bottom line. You don't mind being recognized for that. You making money.
Yes.
You winning headlines. You're the most valued franchise in all of sports. How do you have more head coaches than coaching wins, but somebody's still calling you great?
I agree with everything Stephen A. Smith had to say about the Dallas Cowboys. What he said in that segment was absolute truth. And all these people that want to defend Jerry Jones, you guys have to ask yourselves, Why? Why do you care so much about defending Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones does not have a good track record building up America's team come playoff time. The Jacksonville Jaguars, for an example, have reached a championship game more recently than the Cowboys. The New York Jets have reached a championship game more recently than the Dallas Cowboys. And don't tell me the Jets and Jaguars have had good quarterback play during those stretches, because the Jets made it to 2 AFC championship games with Mark Sanchez as their quarterback. And then you look at how the Jacksonville Jaguars made it to the AFC championship game with Blake Bortles. Meanwhile, the Dallas Cowboys have had Tony Romo and Dak Prescott as their quarterbacks since 2006. And what has happened? They've managed to fall short every single year come playoff time. When Tony Romo played for the Dallas Cowboys, he was a perennial top 10 quarterback. And then you look at how Dak Prescott is pretty good in his own right. Do I think Dak Prescott is a top 10 quarterback? No, but I think Dak Prescott is an above average starting quarterback, and we've seen worse quarterbacks get to an NFC championship game than Dak Prescott, but Dak Prescott has not been able to get to a championship game, and the main reason for that is because Jerry Jones refuses to spend outside talent on the Dallas Cowboys, which is really a shame considering the fact that Dak Prescott is one of the better quarterbacks in the National Football League. And because they missed out on that window, now they're probably going to have to let Dak Prescott walk in free agency, because the Dallas Cowboys are going to be paying up CeeDee Lamb a lot of money, and they're probably going to pay up Micah Parsons a lot of money, as well as other role players on the Cowboys. Where does that leave Dak Prescott in terms of salary? Well, there's not really a good place for him unless if the Cowboys are comfortable paying Dak Prescott $60 million a year, which I am not really comfortable with whatsoever. But hey, it's the Cowboys and Jerry Jones. Stephen A. Smith spoke absolute truth. That's why he's always talking about how the Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen. I'm going to go ahead and play that song for you because I know everybody loves hearing that song. Roll the film.
Mediocre team and Big D. That's what makes this funny. How about the Cowboys? How about the Cowboys? Some way, somehow, when it counts, just wait. They will let you down. The accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident, the accident, the accident, waiting to happen. It will happen. I'm predicting they're gonna be irrelevant. I'm predicting an absolute embarrassment for the last decade and a half. They make me laugh. All the talent that they have is unbelievable, man. Big D, teasing you. This is what they do. Walking through, we show up on cue. Accident, something will go wrong. The accident of the big Jumbotron. Accident, gotta recognize it's a black cat running around that franchise. Say it with accident, they will mess it up. Just wait. The accident, they will let you down. Just wait. The accident. The accident waiting to happen. It will happen. How about the Cowboys?
Man, that fires me up. If that doesn't fire y'all up, then I don't know what does, because clearly what Stephen A. Smith does is hate on the Cowboys, and he is right about them every single time. That's why the Dallas Cowboys have not even been to an NFC championship game since 1996, and quite frankly, the Cowboys are never going to win another Super Bowl with Jerry Jones as the general manager of the Dallas Cowboys. If Jerry Jones actually wanted to win another Super Bowl, he would let a real general manager run the football operations, but he's not going to go ahead and do that. So that is why the Cowboys will never win another Super Bowl in the Jerry Jones era, as the Cowboys will continue to be an accident waiting to happen come playoff time. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I'm gonna shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.